Welcome back, everyone, to Primm, Nevada, where we are getting ready for the roller coaster ride of TORC Round 2. The pro lights are already out on the track, rolling, getting ready for our start. And let's take a look at the top of your screen, our starting grid. And Grant, this is an inverted start. The top 6 from yesterday get inverted.
Exactly that, and then Keegan Kincaid, our defending champion, just missed out on that, but the top 6 being reversed. As we look at the truck specifications, the big thing to look at, the weight. These trucks are a lot lighter. Yes, they have a little less travel and suspension and a little less horsepower, but these guys carry their momentum, and with that difference in the weight, these guys are...
And here we go, rolling round to the green flag. Ryan Beat will lead them out to that green flag. And they're allowed to start anytime now. Here we go, green racing in Primm.
You see guys already starting to move around a little bit. This track a little bit wet in the beginning, so it'll be slick. You'll see some guys trying different lines and basically staying out of the roost. It's all, seems like first turn, not that chaotic.
Actually very impressive out of turn 1 and coming into this whoop section, which just throws you all over the place. Great start though for Beat in that black truck. He is hanging on to that lead position. Oh, a turnaround right there.
Doug Mittag in the 81. He does a nice little pirouette and off he goes. Lost a couple positions. No harm, no foul.
Mittag had such a great race yesterday, but not so good to start for him today.
Ryan Beat, though, guy who came from the two-wheel sport of motocross, finding his groove here on the trucks, going over that catapult jump the first time. I mean, these guys are absolutely flying, almost 200 feet by the time they land near the base of the bottom, and beautiful speedway style through the slough sweeper.
Back over that start-finish line. You can see the green flag waving. Beat is holding off Kyle Hart. You see the black truck in the lead, the red and white truck. Oh, and Hart goes wide.
And up the inside, Jared Brooks, and he takes over second place with a beautiful pass up the inside. No contact, no bumping. That's how you want to do it. Now, all he has to do is set his sights on that truck that's out in front, the number 51 of Ryan Beat.
Hart went a little sideways there coming into that turn, so he is just going to have to pull it back together, Grant, really focus. He looked good to start with, but I think got a little bit wide.
Well, let's see what he can do now that he can actually have vision for the whole race. He's right there, and we still have a lot of racing to go.
But meanwhile, Ryan Beat leading them out from the start, doing a really good job at trying to hold everybody off. But it looked there like Jared Brooks is taking a look, trying to get past Beat on the jump. Oh, contact.
Side by side. Brooks has the inside. Beat goes wide. Let's see how these guys come out.
Looks like he's got it.
Jared Brooks now takes the lead. Ryan Beat had to stay, leave that inside open and hope to carry that momentum.
Well, Ryan Beat now drops down to second. And Tony, you've got more in Ryan for us?
Well, Ryan told me right before the race, his concern with his first visit here to Primm was working through that mogul section. He said it's so important to get into that section properly so that you can maintain your way through the rest of those jumps to set yourself up for that right-hand turn.
And he couldn't have said it any better. It is so true. The way these trucks are, you come in, they do get a little unsettled. And if it starts swapping, you're pretty much just along for the ride trying to correct it.
So Jared Brooks, the number 77, currently in the lead. We saw just before the race, we had the shots from yesterday where literally his entire hood just obscured his vision, and he still managed to push himself forward.
But look, he's putting a little pressure on the back here. A kid I actually know pretty well, Bradley Morris, in that orange and black K&N truck. He is hanging on the back of this group as he's already having a look up the inside. They come out, and I think he just got around our defending champion of Keegan Kincaid, and a beautiful pass there. And now he's got CJ Greaves right in front of him.
So Kincaid, the number 7 Traxxas machine, the black 33 Monster machine, that is CJ Greaves, who won yesterday's round 1. And CJ is always a threat in any race he's in.
Well, this kid has so much talent and potential, and sometimes we've seen a little bit of checkers or wreckers with him, but he's 18 years old. This guy is maturing. He is a phenomenal driver, and a lot of times if he doesn't break the truck, he's got a shot at winning, or you almost expect him to be up front. As we see this battle now, these guys now venturing, look at that, kind of the up and under, little slide job, cut underneath, down in the corner, side by side.
And I saw Kyle Hart look like he had trouble and then suddenly tucked it inside and underneath. So he is challenging Kincaid and trying to get past Kincaid, just washes out.
On 3 wheels. That was full commitment there. Ryan Beat, hopefully he doesn't have any idea of what's going on behind him, because all the heavy hitters are arriving. And look at this, back and forth they go.
Where did CJ come from? Up the inside came the number 33 of CJ Greaves. He just powered it right into the corner.
That was an impressive move. Look here.
Oh, Hart looking for the move there to try and get past Beat. Meanwhile,
they're side by side again, and he will have the inside going to the next turn.
Jarrett Brooks, you can see his
look at that inside
right now.
Woo! That wind definitely starting to play a little bit of a factor here as we see some different line options. Look at this, Hart up the inside. He's going to try this again. They come across the finish line to complete lap 6. Excuse me, they're on lap 6. And he doesn't. Will he hold on to it? The number 41 of Kyle Hart looks like he may have gotten around Ryan Beat. And right behind him, the man in that green and black monster truck dives up the inside again with another late break move.
Jarrett Brooks, number 77, still leading this out, but this battle, the mess for second place there. Kyle Hart, and now CJ Greaves has found his way through. Looks like he is going to hold that third position and chase down Kyle Hart.
Well, if you're Kyle Hart, you got to be a little bit nervous if your spot is telling you CJ's coming up behind, because this guy has been on form. He made it look a little easy yesterday, but we know it's not. All these guys are hanging it out. One little bobble, you could go from 1st to 5th or 6th right now. I mean, these guys could almost throw a blanket. Oh, look at CJ getting that front inside wheel up on that inside banking there. As now, at the end of this lap, they will be throwing out the competition caution. We know what that means, Tess.
Well, competition caution, the red and yellow flags come out together, and the whole field will be stacked up as they are racing. So very important to get as far forward as you can, because you're going to reline up single file and start again. Oh,
and Bradley Morris now, he's rubbing tires with Brian Beat, Brian Beat's going to be
just
a
getting
little
shuffled
frustrated.
back. Here we go, Jarrett Brooks coming around the corner now into the competition corner. Red and yellow flags fly. And what this means is that everybody will now stack up nose to tail, and they will come around and we'll restart this race again where everybody's stacked up. So number 77, Jarrett Brooks is the leader there, but a great run from CJ Greaves. For more on CJ, let's check in with Tony Buckhoven.
Well, guys, I'm standing here near the big corner where they come back toward the front straightaway, and one of the biggest differences I've noticed is CJ, when he comes off the jump, he eases back into the throttle. Most of the trucks as they come by me are throttling in and out of the gas, and I think that's what's allowing him to set his truck up much better for exiting and through the middle of that corner, exiting off of turn 4 there, coming toward the front straightaway.
Thanks, Tony. Reach this halfway point where everybody is stacked up in a row. And there we have Jarrett Brooks leading them out. He is in front of Kyle Hart, and then CJ Greaves in third, Kincaid in fourth. And they're coming through to the green flag again. Great jump there at the start for Jarrett Brooks, and that's 77.
Looks like a clean start from everyone so far. Oh, look at these guys.
Awesome shot there.
See some of the trucks coming over, a little nose end high, a little nose end down. That's to do with how you lift the throttle off the lip as they come to the rollers. And look at these guys, different lines. But we see CJ, he's coming down on the left side of that screen a lot more than everyone else, and he dives up the inside. Did he make a pass? No, he did not.
But as he was looking for that pass, Kincaid came up right behind him. You can see the truck with the panel hanging off the back. So the Traxxas machine of Kincaid all over the back of that black and green monster Toyota of CJ Greaves.
And if you're wondering why Keegan Kincaid has the red background on his number. That's because he is the reigning and defending champion coming into this class. Beautiful shot there. I love that one.
Oh, and you can see now the dust is starting to pick up. We talked about this with so many trucks on the track. We've got a lot of sun, a lot of wind. It started, even though the guys have been working so hard to prep this track, we really have got a tough time keeping the dust down. You can see this onboard shot shows you just how much dirt is being kicked up.
And that's the thing, you know, the problem with these trucks, you were saying, there we go, the fire-breathing dragons. And the roost they shoot and the way they just throw so much dirt, they just bake this ground out, polish it, and you get no moisture left.
But you know what's great? If you're Jarrett Brooks, there's no dust, there's no roost in your face. You've got the easiest, wow, look who's not having an easy time. CJ Greaves. Keegan Kincaid is all over the back of Greaves.
And right behind them is Bradley Morris, another guy who's just waiting for these guys maybe to get tangled up on a bit of a tussle, and he's ready to pounce. But CJ now did lose a couple of truck lengths, so not sure if he's maybe protecting that inside, which is not allowing him to carry his momentum, or possibly just a little mistake.
And as you say, while Kincaid and Greaves are fighting, Bradley Morris, who's our biggest mover, started 16th, already up into that 5th place position. You just let these guys duke it out a little bit, and then maybe you find yourself a little opening.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And all these guys are good. And at this point of the race, we know time is running out. These guys are going to start pushing the envelope for those podium positions and to see who will actually win this race.
CJ Greaves there in 3rd place managed to get a little bit of gap on Keegan Kincaid. He's now chasing down that red and white machine of Kyle Hart, but still, Jarrett Brooks, you see the white truck there on the left-hand side of your screen in the lead and holding that position.
What you were saying about CJ Greaves, at least when he has a slight gap, he doesn't have to worry about protecting the inside the whole time. So he can run his own racing lines.
So Keegan Kincaid chasing down CJ Greaves. More on that battle. Let's check in with Tony.
Go!
Whoa! Well, Kincaid spins it around, and you don't get any extra prizes for taking more of a lap. So that is a disaster there for Keegan Kincaid, and that will allow CJ Greaves certainly to put a much bigger gap. Oh!
That's not a good sign. Can't see the number, but we see a little bit of smoke. Full course yellow truck on its side, hoping to find out the number.
So truck is obviously blocking our course. That means all the yellow flags come out. A full course yellow will again group all of our racers together in that single file. And you see the safety crew is heading out there. We'll try and find out who this racer is. We got a full course yellow here in Pro Lights. This is TORC, the off-road championship for Primm, Nevada. Round 2 continues when we return. Welcome back, everyone, to TORC Round 2 from Primm, Nevada. This is the Pro Lights, a full course yellow caused by Bubby Runyon flipping into turn 1, and the restart is underway with, again, the 77 of Jarrett Brooks in the lead over Kyle Hart in that red and white 41, and then the black and green monster Toyota of CJ Greaves all over the back of Hart.
As we see, once again, CJ coming to the inside. Is he going to run it in deep? Look at that. We got Bradley Morris on the outside. Will these lines cross over? No, CJ plays it smart, holds the inside. Bradley has nowhere to go. All these guys choosing to take that sort of right-hand side, if you're driving, of that split lane to get the drive, to get over some of these bigger jumps.
And the orange truck, Bradley Morris, that K&N Filters car, he came from 16th place up to 4th and is challenging CJ Greaves, who is one of the most dominant racers on the circuit right now.
As they come over the big catapult, flying down the hill. Some huge speed around this tight course as we look at CJ up the inside. Is he going to be able to get around Hart?
Oh, just couldn't hold it, but Hart has CJ all over the back of him, and Hart nose high coming over that jump into turn 1.
Oh, CJ tries to do the up and under. They touch again, but not able to get it done yet. Bradley Morris just looking for an opportunity to hopefully get around these guys. Look at them swapping through these rollers as they charge through there on the throttle. Oh, we see more issues from Jesse Johnson, younger brother of Jimmy, getting tangled with one of the other drivers out there. And look at this. These guys, you could throw a blanket over these front, what's it, 6, 7, 8 now, so tightly packed.
And again, Kyle Hart, the red and white truck holding off the black truck.
Oh.
CJ Greaves, and a bump there
Oh.
for Morris.
It looked like Keegan just said, hey, bro, I'm coming through, move, as they still side by side.
Flying through the air together, Bradley Morris, Keegan Kincaid, and they are challenging, and it's absolutely unbelievable that so far, Jarrett Brooks has been having a great race.
I can't believe we haven't had more crashes. So look at that braking bump. You see how it upset the outside truck there of, I believe that is Doug Metag. He there got a little kicked off that kicker coming in the turn, ran a little bit wide and opened the door up. Oh, look at that. Kincaid getting a little bit on two wheels. These guys pushing the envelope. Oh, and I think that was Keegan Kincaid, maybe with a little help from Bradley Morris, but he's now on his side. Full course yellow is out. What did we say, Tess? This racing, there's no give or take. That's the 44 truck there of Brad Lovell. And one of our top racers now is gonna have to go to the back of the pack if he can restart.
So here we see in the corner. Wow.
Oh, Bradley Morris gets sideways. And Brad Lovell was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just nothing but just pure bad luck there. Look at Morris here. He bicycles again. Did the same thing yesterday. Corrects it, and, well, the rest is history.
So Bradley Morris pushing this car sideways. Pro Lights will continue when we come back to TORC, the Off-Road Championship. Welcome back, everyone. Pro Lights coming back to the green flag. This will be a green-white checkered finish. And Jarrett Brooks, again, in the 77, is going to try and hold off the rest of that field. He has run an absolutely amazing race to this point.
He has been really solid out front, not worrying about what's going on around him, doing his own thing, and that seems to be working. Just like CJ likes this, coming into the inside. Watch him, he'll get on the brakes real hard and hope to keep a tight line. Look at these guys.
Oh, wow.
Trying to make it 3 wide.
So there you see the 77 Jarrett Brooks. He is being chased down hard, though. And Kyle Hart looks like he's trying to take a look.
Kyle Hart's right there, and look at CJ and Keegan going at it. These two guys seem to be almost inseparable at this point.
Now remember yesterday, the number 77, he had his entire hood up in the windshield. He couldn't see anything for about half a lap and still took third. Now he's coming to the white flag, 1 lap left in this Pro Lights division. Can he hang on? Jarrett Brooks, 77 in the lead.
If he hangs on, this will be his first ever career win in this class. Oh, we see it. A driver in the background there, and we have a truck upside down. Not sure if we're going to have the full course yellow. Maybe with it being the white flag, they'll run it on. Full course yellow. They are taking no precautions as trucks are still coming. And the first thing about this is safety.
Let's take a look at what happened here.
Came in just really aggressive, tried to go underneath. You know, there's 2 trucks. I think one of them, Bradley Morris, and got it a little sideways. And that was it.
And caution is out, but this means that the next flag will be the checkered flag, and it will be for the number 77 of Jarrett Brooks, his first victory in TORC racing. Checkered and yellow for Brooks. Looks like Hart takes second, and CJ Greaves takes third.
Wow.
Pro Light division is complete, but we have Pro 2 still coming up on TORC from Primm, Nevada. Join us.